Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. How are you? Hey, I know that every person watching this isn't going to be having a great day. I try to be enthusiastic and positive so that I could add something to your life and to your journey. I just want to start off by acknowledging a couple of my dear friends, Lynn and Trina. I know that you're suffering right now. I am so sorry for your loss. I'm suffering along with you, and I'm so sorry that you're suffering right now. I don't know why bad things happen to good people. There aren't a lot of people on this earth that I think more highly of than Lynn and Trina, and I don't know why bad things happen to good people. In fact, that's probably going to be one of my first questions when I pass on from this life on to the next is, why do bad things happen to good people? Because suffering isn't fun. And so, and I know that they're not the only ones watching this right now that are struggling. That's why I do these videos, and that's why I am passionate about the things that I'm passionate about, is because there are a lot of people suffering and they need a little bit of help from time to time. Look, one thing that I really struggle with, that I don't know if I was born with it or what, but I have a really hard time with comparison. It's something, comparing myself to other people. It's something that I've had to work really hard with my therapist in overcoming, because it was absolutely robbing me of my joy. It was robbing me of my enthusiasm. It was taking away from the present moment and getting me off track. And I realized that comparison has three negative components to it. The first thing that happens if we compare with another person or another person's things or another person's house or another, if I'm comparing myself to somebody else, three things are going to happen. One of three things are going to happen, I should say. One is that I'm going to look at them and say, they have more than I do. Why do they have such a big house and I'm living in this apartment? And that triggers shame or less than thinking. The other option is that I'm going to compare myself to somebody else, and I'm going to say, look at my big house while they're in their apartment. And that's going to activate pride and ego. And when my ego and my pride are activated, I am on a slippery slope. The third thing that can happen is I can look at somebody else's situation or life, and I can perceive it as better than mine. Or, look at that big house while I'm in this apartment. But it doesn't stop there. I take it a step further and I become resentful by thinking, why are they blessed with so much and I'm stuck in this apartment and I haven't been blessed with as much as they have? So the three things are either shame, pride, or resentment. And all three things come from comparison. Okay? Comparison is a gentler word than shame, pride, or resentfulness. But anytime we find ourselves comparing anything about us to anything about another person, the outcome is going to be negative. We're either going to be stuck in shame, we're going to be up on our self-righteous, prideful pedestal, or we're going to be angry as hell and then, take that out on other people that don't deserve it, and it just kind of snowballs from there. So this is something that I've had to work really hard to unravel and to undo the layers that were programmed into me for so long. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to other people, especially in certain societies or certain parts of the world or parts of the United States, where comparison seems like it's sort of like the new black. It's like everyone sort of seems like they're chasing each other. They're trying to be better than other people, or outdo, or perform, or outlook other people. And the biggest place that we see this is actually on the network, wherever you're watching this video, is whatever platform you're using to watch this on social media. Social media is the birthplace of a lot of comparison, and comparison that can cause depression. Look, shame is a huge self-defeating emotion. Pride is even worse. We can sometimes be blinded by our own pride and not realize that we're comparing ourselves to other people or to other things. And we kind of live in a world full of angry people, so we know what resentment does to other people. So this week's message is to avoid comparison at all costs. And also, just a side note, just love your neighbor. Give somebody that looks sad, give them a warm smile. Give somebody a hug. Put your arm around them. Tell them that you love them. Tell your loved ones that you love them. Live every day like it's your last, because we never know. Every day is precious, and so is every person. And you're precious to me. Everyone that watches this is precious to me. And I hope that you all have a great week ahead, a great rest of your week ahead, and great weekend. And let's try to be there for each other. And if we can't, let's at least avoid comparison. Thanks, you guys. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.